Have you ever felt like you were stuck underwater, watching the world above you keep moving, while you're frozen in place? Like you're screaming, but no sound comes out, and no one's reaching in to pull you up? That's what depression feels like. It's not just being sad. It's a heavy emptiness. A kind of silence inside you that drowns everything else out. It makes the simplest things, like getting out of bed, answering a text, brushing your hair, feel impossibly hard. People don't always see it. They look at you and think you're fine. Maybe you've learned how to smile when you're breaking. Maybe you've gotten good at hiding how tired, numb, or alone you really feel. And when someone says, "You don't look depressed," it only makes it worse. Because now you feel invisible and misunderstood. This video isn't just about explaining depression, it's about showing it in a way that makes you feel seen, maybe for the first time. And if someone you care about is going through it, I want to help you understand what they can't always put into words. There is a way through it. And you're not alone in this. 1. What is depression? Depression isn't just about crying or feeling sad all the time. Sometimes, it's not feeling anything at all. It's like someone turned down the volume on your emotions. Everything is quieter, duller, flatter. You wake up, but you don't feel awake. You go through your day, but it's like watching it from behind a glass wall. You're there, but not really. A lot of people think depression is just intense sadness. But it's more like a fog that blurs everything you once cared about. You stop enjoying the things that used to light you up. Music doesn't move you. Food doesn't taste the same. The sun shines, but you barely notice it. You're just existing. There's also a deep sense of guilt that can come with it. You know you should be happy, or grateful, or productive, but you're not. And that makes you feel even worse. Like you're failing at being human. And worst of all, depression lies to you. It tells you you're lazy, worthless, broken. It whispers that you're a burden. And even if deep down you know it's not true, it's hard to fight that voice when you're tired all the time, mentally, physically, emotionally drained. That's what depression really feels like. Not loud. Not obvious. Just quiet and crushing. Lily used to laugh a lot. She used to dance in the kitchen. Now she barely speaks. She sleeps a lot. Sometimes, I sit next to her for hours. And she just stares at the wall. People ask her why she doesn't just go out more. They don't see that even brushing her hair feels like climbing a mountain. 2. Types of depression. Depression doesn't look the same for everyone. Sometimes, it's slow and quiet, a low hum in the background that never fully goes away. You might have days where you're okay, but underneath, there's still a numbness, a disconnection from everything around you. This kind can last for years. It sneaks into your routines, your relationships, your self-worth, until it becomes hard to remember what you were like before it showed up. Other times, depression hits hard and suddenly, like a wave crashing over you out of nowhere. One day you're functioning, and the next, you can't move. Your body feels heavy, your thoughts spiral, and getting through the day feels like walking through wet cement. It's overwhelming, and it doesn't always come with a reason you can point to. There are also mixed states, where depression shows up alongside bursts of energy or agitation. Maybe you stay up all night planning big changes or starting new projects, only to crash the next day and not be able to get out of bed. These ups and downs can be confusing, both for the person experiencing them and for those around them. It's easy to think, if they were just full of energy yesterday, why are they like this now? Depression can look productive. It can look busy. It can wear a smile. It doesn't always show itself as someone lying in the dark. That's why it's so often missed. But just because it's not visible, doesn't mean it's not real. And just because someone looks fine, doesn't mean they're okay. Max had weeks where he'd clean the whole house, make plans, start new hobbies. And then, nothing. He'd disappear under the covers for days. He didn't understand why. Neither did anyone else. But now I know, that was depression. 2. 3. Is depression contagious? Depression isn't contagious in the way people sometimes fear. You can't catch it from someone, and it's not something people choose to feel. But being close to someone who is struggling can start to affect you too, not because they're bringing you down, but because you care. When someone you love is hurting, it's natural to feel overwhelmed, frustrated, or helpless. You want to make it better. You want to fix it. But depression isn't something you can fix for someone else. And when they push you away, go quiet, or shut down, it's easy to feel rejected or confused. But your presence matters more than you think. Just being there, without trying to cheer them up, or solve them, is powerful. Listening without judgment. Sitting in silence without needing answers. These are the things that help most. It's okay to feel tired, too. Supporting someone with depression can be emotionally heavy. So don't forget to care for yourself in the process. You can't pour from an empty cup. But know this, your love, patience, and presence. They matter more than any perfect words ever could. 4. Can depression come with other conditions? Depression often doesn't show up alone. It can be tangled up with other struggles, which can make it even harder to understand, and even harder to talk about. Many people with depression also experience anxiety. While depression pulls you down, anxiety revs your mind up. So you end up stuck in this painful place where your body feels heavy and exhausted, but your thoughts won't stop racing. You're tired but restless. Numb, but panicked. Depression can also come with eating disorders, where food becomes a way to cope, or control, or disappear. It can show up in people with past trauma, where old wounds keep bleeding into the present. And sometimes it brings panic attacks, sudden, overwhelming waves of fear that come out of nowhere. All of this can make someone feel like they're too much. Like they're broken in ways that are hard to explain. But they're not. These aren't attention-seeking behaviors. They're symptoms of very real pain that isn't always visible on the outside. Social media can make it harder. Someone might look happy in their posts, but behind the screen, they're struggling to even get through the day. Depression is really good at hiding. So if someone you know is dealing with depression and something else, be gentle. It's not drama. It's survival. And they're doing the best they can. Sarah smiled all the time on her socials. But I saw her hiding snacks, avoiding mirrors. Her depression wasn't just sadness. It whispered lies about her worth, her body, her voice. It told her she wasn't enough. 5. How to cope with depression. Coping with depression is hard, but it's possible. And one of the most important things to know is that healing isn't a straight line. There are good days. There are bad days. And sometimes, just making it through the day is enough. It's easy to compare yourself to others or to your past self and feel like you're falling behind. But recovery doesn't happen in big leaps. It happens in small steps. Some days, getting out of bed is the win. Some days, taking a shower or eating something or going outside for 5 minutes is a huge accomplishment. Those moments matter. They count. Therapy can help. Talking to someone trained to understand what you're going through can make a huge difference. And for some people, medication can help bring the fog down enough to start moving forward. It's not a magic fix, but it can be a valuable tool. There are also little things that can help, like journaling, movement, being around animals, or even just watching something that makes you feel less alone. Connection is powerful. Depression wants to isolate you. Anything that brings you back to life, even for a moment, is worth holding on to. You don't have to do it all. You just have to keep going. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to not give up. 6. How to help someone with depression. Helping someone with depression doesn't mean having all the answers. You don't need to say the perfect thing, or always know what to do. What matters most is that you show up, and keep showing up, even when they pull away. Depression tells people they're a burden. It convinces them they're too much. So when you sit with someone, when you listen without judgment, when you stay even when they're quiet or distant, you're reminding them that they're not alone. You don't have to understand everything they're going through. Just be present. Ask them how they're doing, even if they say fine every time. Offer to help with small things, like grabbing groceries, or just watching a movie together. And remind them that their existence matters. That they're loved, even when they don't feel lovable. Sometimes the most healing words are, "I'm here. You don't have to go through this alone." Lily once said to me, "Thank you for sitting with me, even when I said nothing." That was the moment I realized, presence can be more powerful than advice. Depression is real. It's not weakness. It's not laziness. And it's not something people can just snap out of. It's pain. It's struggle. It's survival. If you're the one going through it right now, please know this, you are not broken. You're not alone. And you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep breathing. Keep holding on. And if you're here because someone you love is hurting, thank you. Just by caring, you're already making a difference. We'll talk more next time. Until then, take gentle care. If this video resonated with you, and you've been wanting something more support, more depth, more connection, then I'd love to invite you to my private mental health community. It's a safe space where I share exclusive videos, personal guides, and where you can connect with others who truly understand what you're going through. It's not just content, it's a space to grow, to heal, and to feel less alone. Click the link in the description to join the community. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Take care of yourself.